Okay, this is a tutorial to learn Billionaire. Now, I'm not only going to teach it to you, but we're also going to analyze the chords. It's always a good thing to do as a songwriter. Okay, so first of all, we've got the key of A and the notes of the A major scale. In case you don't know, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and G sharp. All right, so the first chord that we've got in the first A section, the first 8 chords, first 8 bars rather, is the A major chord. That's the 1 chord. All right, the second chord we've got is a C sharp major. Now this is built off of the 6th chord. It's a 5th away. It's got what we call a 5 of 6. Now that's kind of confusing because think of it as sort of attached to the F sharp. It's built a 5th up from the F sharp, and that's how you can create a C sharp major chord. Okay, I know, a little confusing, but anyway, that's the second chord. The third chord that we've got is an F sharp minor chord, and that's a 6 minor. All right, and then the last chord in that first 8 bars is the E chord, which is a 5 chord. So let's go through the chords. Now I'm going to be playing all these chords as either a mixture of inversions or root position chords. So to let you know about that up front. Okay, so the first chord we've got is an A major chord. I'm going to play thumb on the C sharp, second finger on E, and the pinky on A. So it's like this. And also you're playing on the upbeats, kind of like a reggae feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we go off into the C sharp major chord. Hold on to the C sharp. We play F and then also G sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The third chord in the sequence is an F sharp minor chord. Keep that thumb on the C sharp. Third finger can play F sharp. Pinky plays A. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last chord, what you can do is just bring this whole shape down a whole step. This is the 5 chord, the E major chord. Thumbs on E, third finger on E, thumbs on B rather, third finger's on E, and then the pinky's on G sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that whole chord sequence just repeats again to make a total of 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, C sharp, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, E major, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we've got another chord progression. The next chord that we've got is a 4 chord. It's D major, and you're going to only play that one for 2 counts. It's what is called a split bar. That's because you're sharing that chord with another chord within that one measure. 2 beats only. So it's D major, thumbs on A, third finger on D, pinky's on F sharp. 1, 2. Move the whole shape up to play an E major chord, B, E, and G sharp. 2, 3. And then we go up to the F sharp minor. Okay, that's C sharp, F sharp, and A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now those three chords, they go 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the first time. Second time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third and total time. Last time. All right. Now, the last thing that you'll need to do in the song is play the A major chord, thumbs on C sharp, second finger's on E, and the pinky's on A. We only play that one once. Now on the original recording, the band plays this on the downbeat rather than on the upbeat. Now I like to keep it on the upbeat with my right hand, and the left hand kind of covers that downbeat. So you just you're arranging for the piano. You're trying to cover a lot of the parts within the band. So that's how I do it. So here's A major 1. All right, the second chord is the E major over a G sharp. I'll get to that later. What you're playing is a G sharp in your left hand. It's a little bit of a walk down. So anyway, E major, B, E, and G sharp, 2. Okay, here's the F sharp minor chord, C sharp, F sharp, and A, just for one beat. And then the E major chord again, and in your left hand you'll be playing E root. Okay, B, E, and G sharp. And what you've done is walked down to the D. Okay, so the D major is A, D, and F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by the C sharp major chord, C sharp, F, and G sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's the last final chords. It's the F sharp minor chord, alternating to the B minor chord. F sharp minor, C sharp, F sharp, and A. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up. We're going to go to the B minor chord, which is D, F sharp, and B. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you play that chord again. F sharp minor, B minor. Okay, so let's review what we've done in the whole, from the very beginning of the song. 1. Wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. Wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. And every time I close my eyes, what you see, what you see? See my name in shining lights. Oh, different city every night. Alright, I swear we'll be to prepare when I'm a billionaire. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, now, by the way, I don't like to sing this song in the original key because I'm a baritone singer, and he's a tenor. It's a little bit high for me, but I can still do it, although I have to drift up into my falsetto. It's not particularly in my sweet spot for my voice. I play it in F, but this one, I like to show people in the original key, and then, maybe I'll do another tutorial in the key of F. Anybody wants to transpose it to a different key, show you how to do that. All right, so let's talk about what you do in your left hand. If you see an A major chord in terms of chord symbol, you're just going to play an A. Wanna be a billionaire. Next chord, C sharp. So freaking bad. F sharp minor. Buy all of the things I never had. E. Very easy. A. Wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Very easy. And then we go to the D. Every time I close my eyes, what you see, what you see? I see my name in shining lights. Oh, a different city every... Now here's that little walk down. You're just going straight down from the A down to the D. Just like this. Hold on to the D. Night, alright, I swear we'll better prepare for when I'm a billionaire. Oh, oh, just like that. Oh, oh. Okay, let's put it together, right? I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. And every time I close my eyes, what you see, what you see? See my name in shining lights. Different city every night. Alright, I swear we'll be to prepare when I'm a billionaire. Oh, oh. Okay, so now what you do on the rap part is I could have a show like Oprah. I'll be the host every day Christmas. Travel you question. I probably Bo and Angelina and Brad Pitt adopt a bunch of babies that ain't ever had. It's the same chords from the verses. Very easy. Okay, so once you're done with the rap section, and every time I close my eyes, it's that little walk up from the D, E to the F sharp minor. I see my name in shining lights. A different city every night. Alright, I swear that we're better prepared when I'm a billionaire. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so now let's analyze this little sucker. Alright, so the first 8 bars we have the A major chord. That's the 1 chord. The second chord is the C sharp major chord. That's the 5 of 6. Built off of a 5th above the F sharp. The reason why that happens is because it eventually goes to the F sharp. I know. That's very confusing for people to see that. It doesn't belong in the key. Alright, so the following chord is the F sharp minor chord. We play it as an inversion, but it's the F sharp. It's a 6 minor. Alright, so then the last chord in that group of 4 chords is the 5 chord, which is the E major chord. Right there. So it goes 1, 5 of 6, 6 minor to 5, which is E. Okay, so 1 is A, C sharp major is 5 of 6, going to the 6 minor, which is F sharp minor, and going to the 5 chord, which is E. Alright, so wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad, all that stuff. Buy all of the things I never had. Alright, so that's your first 8. Now, the second batch of chords is the following 8 measures. We got the 4 chord, which is D, followed by the E major chord, which is 5 in the key, and then we're basically walking up to the 6th chord, which is F sharp minor. And remember this, every time I close my eyes. 4, 5, doing the 6th minor, right? Okay, so that whole thing cycles around 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time, right? Here's the 3rd and final time. Now here's where it gets a little bit weird. You have kind of a walk down going from the A major chord all the way down to the 5 chord. Now you have these notes that are kind of like A, E over G sharp, F sharp minor, and then here's the 5 chord, and then here's the D. Okay, so what's happening there is you have an A major chord, which is 1 in the key, and then you have a 5 chord, which is E major over the G sharp. That's what you're playing in your left hand, okay? And then you have the 6 minor chord, which is F sharp minor, and then the 5 chord, which is E major, and then finally the D major chord, which is the 4 chord. Alright? So it's a walk down. Eventually gets to this weird C sharp major chord, which is once again 5 of 6. That always confuses people because it just doesn't belong in the key, right? It's kind of like a barred chord. Alright, so that's what is called modal interchange, by the way. Alright, so the final chord we have, final 2 chords rather, F sharp minor, which is 6 minor, followed by the B minor chord, which is 2 minor. So 6 minor, F sharp minor, B minor, 2 minor. Okay, so that's the whole thing. And when you're rapping, you just use these same chords, right? It's the ones from the verse. Alright, and then that's basically it. Okay, hope you guys had fun. I always like to analyze the songs as I'm learning them. You know, that way you can, you know, get some tricks from, you know, you can understand, you know, you kind of get into the songwriter's head. All right, so that concludes the tutorial for today. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.